Oh my God, what are you doing? I stepped out of the room just long enough to wash my hands with the yummy peppermint soap in the hallway bathroom instead of the lemon cleaner by the sink. And by the time I returned, Aunt Abilene had stacked 17 plates and a bottle of ketchup into her arms. She was gingerly making her way from our counter to the table. "I used to be a waitress," she claimed, her thumb in the salad. I swooped in and took the most breakable items away. We settled them all on the table, careful not to disturb the never-ending Scrabble game. The slab was filled with knives, forks, glasses, plates, trivets, and, of course, a piping hot pot of creamy cheese pasta. My favorite. "Nothing to fear," she said with a little wiggle. "Uh-huh." I breathed a sigh of relief as we pulled out our regular chairs. In a million years, I would have never attempted anything so careless. Aunt Abilene would have had my head. But when she took a foolish risk, it was ditzy and cute. Not that I'd point out the discrepancy. These little criticisms lived and died in my head. I didn't even roll my eyes. "Ooh, you added bacon," I realized. I did. Aunt Abilene put her paper towel in her lap like a proper cloth napkin. "Why?" I eyed her nervously. "What's wrong?" I scooped a serving onto each of our plates, but eyed my dinner companion. "Nothing's wrong. Can't an aunt make her niece's favorite dish for no reason?" "She can." I waited. Aunt Abilene didn't meet my eyeline. Her thin fingers snatched up the pepper grinder and twisted delicious flavor over her moon-shaped noodles. I nudged my meal towards her, and she added 3 twists of seasoning over my dish as well. She still hadn't glanced at my face. That wasn't a good sign. So I waited. The pasta gave off an aroma of sticky, hot deliciousness. But I didn't succumb to the allure of the carbs. Not yet, anyway. I could wait all day. "Oh, all right. We need to stay a little while. Salt?" "The bacon's already salty." We both knew she couldn't derail me that quickly. "Stay? Here?" I asked. "Mm-hmm." "At the lake house." "Right." She let the information settle by making a show of looking at our board game. "Squeeze was such a good word," she said, complimenting my playing. "It's rare, you know, to use multiple high-value letters in a bingo, and to make my word plural as well, you've gotten much better." For once, I was beating her score. We both knew it wouldn't last. I frowned. "Don't change the subject." "It's nice here. Don't you like it?" She smiled. "I do." Oof. The discussion was over before it began. We were staying. "I like to visit," I agreed. We had been coming to this little lakeside cabin for a weekend here, a week or two there, since before I could remember. But to live? Permanently? I frowned and looked out the window at the overgrown branches. Our little house was the 8th property on a low-traffic street that covered one corner of the lake. Beyond us, there were 4 other houses until you hit the dead end. All the residents on the street were seasonal cottage owners, like me and my aunt. It was a great hideaway. The local highway was hidden from view on the other side of the forest, and when you sat with your feet up by the lake, the rest of the world seemed a million miles away. It was the perfect spot for a vacation. From the deck, all you could see were the trees, the sun-dappled water, and maybe a woodland friend scampering from one hideaway to another. You came to a place like this to get away from it all. What would life be like if this was all you had? Plumpkin, town of 4,000. Now 4,002, I guessed. "What about the condo?" "It's a sublet," she shrugged. She'd simply get rid of it, like we'd shed so many other residences. I forced down a couple nibbles.